Welcome back to FastMonty's Garage. Today we're going to cover the suspension, tire, and wheel setup I have on my 69 GTO. Those of you not familiar with the channel, here's a fantastic shot of it. I love the stance. This is from Reno, hot August nights 2024. I love it. Those who've been following the channel probably know I've been going through some lengthy processes to get to that stance, one being mini tubbing. And that was painful, but it allowed me to buy new wheels. So the rears are US Mags Bandits. These are US 304s. They're a two-piece forged setup, and they are 20 by 12s wearing 335 30/20s. And on the back, I did another video. I Cerakoted these. So the barrels are black. I love them. They look fantastic, as you can tell from the stance. At the end of the video, I'll also go over how we made this center cap, because I get that PMD logo question all the time. Now, before I get into it, hey, consider subscribing. There's more projects to come, including some front end changes. There's a full Monty Club below, or hats and shirt links below too. Any proceeds go to help the channel, me making more mistakes by buying parts, and you guys learning faster. So without further ado, we need to talk about a new wheel I just bought, because I mentioned these are the two-piece aluminum forged polished lips. The front wheels were my original Bandits, were a three-piece design from US Mag. They don't make anymore. And back in the day, I had the option to do chrome lips, because any of you that have polished aluminum wheels know what a pain in the ass it is to polish this almost on a monthly basis. Like, I could look at it and it just scratched itself. Like, come on. So US Mags hooked me up. They did me a solid, because they're experimenting with bringing back their three-piece chroming process, and I'm the guinea pig. And I got a new wheel right here in the box. I haven't opened yet. Now we're going to open it in just a second. The reason I wanted to do that, because I want the rear lips to be chrome too, just like the fronts. So that's what's in the box, is a true three-piece wheel. The old three-piece wheels were a welded two-piece bolted to the center. And I did another video on that. I tried to take the centers out, and I thought I could replace them. Well, one thing led to another. I started talking with the US Mag team, and they said, yeah, we'll give it a shot. I had to pay for them, but I got them. They're in the box. Just hold on. Okay. So what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, suspension. So let's get into the box, because I am anxious, as any of you should be, because I also did this extensive wheel measuring process, another video, where anytime you do that and you spend a lot of money on a wheel, you want it to fit the first time. It still drives me crazy, makes me anxious. So let's go ahead and open the box and see what we got going. All right, the telltale sign is you'll see my handwriting, well, hopefully, on the hub, because I wrote down measurements when I was testing for my new wheels. Oh yes, I am genuinely nervous. Oh my God. Look at that. Yes, I ordered black rear barrels, and you can see the brand new fasteners, and you can see this is used. This is my handwriting, back spacing measurements and all that stuff, which we'll get into. I will tell you the back spacings of both front and rear, but dang, let's take this out. Oh, see, there's another telltale sign. It's a true three-piece, so the fronts are chrome, rears are black powder coat. There they are, baby. Oh my gosh, how awesome is that? First things first, let's get these tires put on my new wheel. Damn, that's shiny. Woo-wee, look at that. What a massive improvement. Oh my gosh, I still love how you can see black, chrome, and then black again in the back of the opening. Oh my God, I love it. So next step, since the wheels are off the car, let's go ahead and take a tour of the rear end and what I did back there for suspension. Oh my God. While the wheels are off, the rear brakes are 13-inch Wilwoods 4-piston calipers with a brake caliper. That's not an emergency brake, it's a parking brake. And this is my brand new Currie Rear End. It's shortened to 1 inch on each side, so that'll play in effect on my back spacing we talk about later. But those are Penske remote oil coilovers, and all this is from Global West. The uppers are adjustable swivels, and the lowers are some pretty massive trailing arms there. So that's the rear setup, and it's lowered about 1.5 inches, and the wheel tubbing or mini tub is from ABC Performance, so look them up when you can. But I did a full video on that too, so it came out great. Oh my God, as the saying goes, or actually it's my saying, if it ain't tucked, you're doing it wrong. Look at how fat that is. Damn! Oh, yeah. That's my whole freaking arm right there. Love it. Okay, now let's talk about the front. Here are my fronts. These are 19 by 8.5, wearing 255 35 19s. I love the fit, but I honestly think we can go a little wider. That's why I have future plans for the front. I do have Wilwood 14-inch discs in the front with 6-piston calipers. It's sitting on a 2-inch drop spindle, and that spindle's mounted on upper and lower tubular A arms from Global West, and I absolutely love it. A couple things to point out here. You notice how shiny my tires are. They're not dirty. That's actually how shiny they are, and I don't have to do it once every year. It's a product called Dura Coating. I did a video on that too. Remember, all the links are going to be below, all the videos I mentioned today. Lastly, the lug nuts. They look OEM, but these are for 1/2-inch studs. I have 1/2-inch studs on the front and the rear. Stock, all you GM guys are probably running on 7/16 diameter studs. So if you need 1/2-inch and you want the stock look, go hit up Ames Performance. They have them. Now let's go wrap this up and talk about back spacing. You ready for some back spacing? Okay, so the GTO used to wear 20 by 10. So those of you that have a Pontiac, I was wearing 295 30/20s. And if you really did a good job shaving the fenders and measuring, you could get to a 20 by 10.5 and put 305s on. Now you Chevelle guys are lucky because you have more room in there. You can put 305s in there with a little less measuring, but 305s do fit. The back spacing on the 20 by 10s is 5 3/4 on the stock rear axle. But I have to warn all of you, do not just order because someone ordered some spec like me, and don't go order the same spec, because you really need to measure it. And I did a video on that too. So there's a link below on a wheel measuring, tire measuring tool. Super affordable. I think it's $100 from Speedway Motors, but I found some errors in the instructions. So make sure you pay attention to my instructions. That's how I ordered my wheels. The fronts, again, I cannot share the back spacing because of the Wilwood Brakes. It changed the track width. So I'm not going to share those because I don't want to confuse anyone. Again, get that measuring tool, measure those tires, and hey, do it right the first time, right? Because these wheels are expensive. Okay, if you made it this far, you probably want to know, how the hell did I make these? Well, it's the US Mag center cap that I put on a lathe, bored it out, and then bought the PMD plastic inserts from like AMD or OPGI. Oh, speaking of which, no, never mind. I already covered that. So that's how you make these. Super simple. And then when you install them, you put some grease, lithium grease, on the O-ring and wiggle it in side to side. Don't push it in flush because you'll most likely remove the O-ring from its seat, and I'll wreak some havoc. So, hey, I hope you like my setup. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I will be changing the front. My goal is 305s in the front. Yeah, it's a shit ton of work. So, you know, I'm not shy of that. So subscribe if you haven't. And until next time, building fast, driving faster. See ya.